Warrior Academy, whether it's Saturday or it's Sunday or you watch us on replay. Grateful to have you here. Hello to all of our live people. It's a lot more fun. Give us a big wave if you can see us all right and everything. But happy to have you guys here. So sometimes we do an intro and I do breakout rooms and everything, which is a lot of fun. We have a lot to pack in today. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to kind of hammer through some things because we have a lot to cover today. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But in just a little bit, if we haven't met, my name is James Zhang. Nice to meet you. It's an honor to have you here. Who here, by the way, is within your first month in your PartnerCo business? Like put a 1 in the comments if that's the case. And we want to welcome you to the team. Melissa, welcome. Florence, Shelley, congrats. Welcome. Sharon, congrats. Atina, congrats. Welcome. Ron, come on, let's go. Gloria, welcome. Like we have so many new partners now. It's a good problem to have. And I want to submit this to you because each and every single one of us, we started in this business the exact same way. I remember when I got introduced to this wonderful profession, and I call it a profession, by the way, a profession, because this is something, who here wants to do something professionally, right? Like you want to do something professionally. Network marketing, when I first got introduced, I'll be very honest with you. I was 19. I was a broke college student at UC Berkeley, but I had a very high ego because I had the degrees that were coming and I thought I was super smart. And I took all the AP classes and I was one of those super nerds, right? And I remember I had this big ego when I took a look at this little business, this little pyramid thing. Who here has ever gotten the pyramid scheme objection? Doesn't that bother you? It's like, I'm not in a pyramid. You're in a pyramid. Don't do that, by the way. It's not a good way to objection handle that. But I remember looking at this, and even when I understood the principles, because who wouldn't want leveraged income? Who wouldn't want residual income? Like who here wouldn't mind having a global business that's paying you from everywhere and you're just transforming lives and everything, right? So there's a lot of benefits, but to be honest, there's a part of me that still kind of considered it kind of like second class, if I'm to be honest, because I wasn't a doctor, right? This is not something your parents will typically brag about you on in the family parties, right? And it wasn't until I met some mentors and they said, you know, you got to treat this like a profession. You got to look at this like a profession. And what is being a professional? It's doing things with the highest of integrity. It's doing the right thing, even if it does not benefit you financially in the short run. It's showing up in a way with the genuine intention to serve and help the other person. That's it. And if you do things professionally, let me tell you this business pays you better than anything else. I mean, I love any other profession, but gosh, this business does some amazing things. Who here would love to be paid as a professional in your network marketing business, right? Give me a wave or put a me in the comments. So adopt that mind state, right? That changed. So now I loud and proud when people ask me, what do you do, James? It depends on my mood. Sometimes I say, I sell skinny drops to people around the world. Sometimes I say, I build sales teams around the world. And sometimes if I just don't want to explain myself, I say, I'm in network marketing. They go, you said the word. And sometimes if I'm really snarky, I'll say, I'm in one of those pyramid things. You know, the one where the top percent makes all the money. And so, which obviously not the case. We have many people making more money than the people above them. This business is the most fair business that is in the world. Okay, so I hope that is encouraging to you. So today we're going to cover some good ground. In just a bit, I'm going to be introducing you to an incredible leader, an incredible businesswoman, just doing all types of things. And we're going to introduce you to Dr. Laurette Willis, one of our senior vice presidents now, and soon to be officer, 10 and 2 qualified 5 times. But she didn't get started that much long ago. Okay, she's not that far away from where we are right now. In fact, Dr. Laurette, I'll kind of pull you back and forth and everything, but how long have you been involved in this business?
Well, I joined officially on June 1st, but I was kind of incognito in the background, looking, watching. And then it was toward the end of June that I officially launched. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So you got started less than right around 2 months ago, but it's only been around, I mean, that's like 6 weeks of promote. Really? Dang. That's
Yeah,
crazy. Okay. Who here wants
it
to
works.
learn? Yes. Who here wants to learn how Dr. Laurette is just building an exploding duplicating team, right? So we're going to cover that in just a little bit, and everybody can do it. Okay. And stay tuned till the end, by the way. I have some major announcements and strategies and things I have to share with you. Man, if you're new, I'm almost jealous of you. Like, I wish I was born during a time like this. This is just the best time in the world. Okay. So, a couple of things first, just to orient ourselves, because I know that we have a lot of new people, which is an amazing, amazing thing. Homework for you. Okay. We have designed a business that you can build from anywhere in the world at any time. We have also built a business that, while it's nice to have support, right? Who here is grateful that you have an incredible support team here? We have an incredible community, many of incredible success lines and mentors and coaches, right? We're all collaborative here. But even if you didn't have anybody, and this is at the heart of things, because when I got introduced, some of us have great parents or sponsors here, some of us don't. My sponsor ditched me, by the way, after a couple of years. He had a girlfriend in Canada and he left and he never came back. So, and I have no ill in my heart. I pray for him. I'm happy for him. But this business is it's never meant to be dependent upon anyone else outside of yourself. It's our own business, but the saying is you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. So when you understand that, it's important that you have systems that are not just you dependent. Last week, I can't believe, was that last week with Amelia and Dana, the Harpers, Mr. and Mrs. Harper, seven-figure earners, industry legend, they shared their reasons on why PartnerCo. And one of the things that they said, and they had an organization of 26,000 people. Who here would love even 10% of that? Put a 10 in the comments if that's the case. Or you can have 1,000% of that as well too, right? One of the things that they said is you want to be system dependent, not leader dependent. You want a business that doesn't count on you. You want it to count on the system. And when the leader comes in, it's just for extra, right? Why? Because who here wants to be able to travel with your family, have quality time, actually be able to have a dinner with your spouse or with your kids or grandkids, and you actually are able to enjoy the time rather than be stuck on your phone or being in calls all the time. Well, if you start to build in a system dependent business, you're able to do that because while you're enjoying life, they're using the system there. Okay. So with that said, yeah, they are definitely amazing leaders. If you are brand new, we're not going to go through this today, but we have an onboarding system. And this is our wellness360.community/links, and watch the videos. It's fun. We make onboarding a lot of fun. There's some cool videos. You get plugged into our groups and you'll find out everything. And we're constantly updating it, by the way. So when you go back through these, I'd encourage you. Like you might find little fun things that are in here. So like, you know what I like about the onboarding? Like, it's like you get little prizes. So watch when you complete a step, you get this cool little dance thing. How awesome. I know exactly, right? Dr. Lorette's already ready. Like, that is so cool. Come on, Kevin Bacon, let's go. So go through this if you haven't yet, by the way, and this is just to have just have a roll call of things. If you've already gone through these 5 steps of success, put a 5 in the comments. If you have not yet, but you will, put a not yet in the comments. Okay. Because you're going to see like it's important to grab these, and that's going to be your homework, right? It just takes like, give it an hour or something, spend some time this weekend to do that. Once you're done with that, click on and go into the 7-day launch plan, right? Follow these. So yeah, I know we have a lot of people. Good job, everyone, for just onboarding. Like, wow, you're doing amazing. After that, we have a launch plan that'll help you put money in your pocket right away. Okay, like in your first 7 days, you're going to get your next promotion and follow it to the T. You're going to learn a lot through this. You learn through the do. If you've already gone through the 7 days, put a 7 in the comments. And if you haven't yet, put a not yet in the comments. And it's fine, right? We have a lot of new people. So we're not saying anything negative. It's just things are moving so fast. No worries, Evelyn, we got you. I know Beth said she watched the videos yesterday. Awesome. Okay, no worries. At the end of the 7 days, we talk about one major strategy. I know all of us here are involved for different reasons financially. Some of us here, you want to be involved because you love the products. Who here is already using and loving our incredible PartnerCo products? It's hard to pick a favorite one, right? Dr. Laurette was talking about all the products that she's using, right? Some of you want to just get them paid for. Some of you want to earn an extra $1,000 a month to be able to pay down bills and debt and travel and help your family. But some of us here wouldn't mind an opportunity to make more. How about income where you never need to go back to a job again? How about income where you can retire your spouse? How about income where you can make sure your next generation or the generations after can start off without being saddled with debt? By the way, does anyone here have family members that are dealing with student loan debt? That's crazy. You know, that's the only debt in the world that you cannot declare bankruptcy on. Wow, that's intense. I know. So all of the above, you have a business that you can legitimately get to a $10,000 a month level. You can make 6 figures within 6 months. In fact, we were just chatting. I'm going to have her on a call very shortly. Danielle saying all throughout our organization, there's just people popping off and all types of things. Danielle, I think she's about to be done with senior officer. That is a multiple 6-figure position. She got started 3 months ago, guys. And we'll talk. We have so many success stories that are happening all over. But how do you do this? So once you complete your 7 days, there's a video here. We're not gonna watch it today. I'm just clicking on things. But you're gonna see a very important video by Cindy McKnight, who built a 25,000 person organization, master duplication, that shows you an important message of the rock star versus the system. And it's a simple duplication strategy that if you just focus on, you will be able to maximize your income. You will be able to maximize your potential here, and it's going to be good. So today, what is it about? Put in the chat below 10 and 2. 10 and 2. You don't need to understand the comp plan. You don't need to understand anything else. All you need to do is understand 10 and 2. If there's one thing that you do and you continue to do when all else fails, if you're like, I'm just going to do this 10 and 2 thing, then you're going to be able to unlock this compensation plan. You're going to be able to get paid very well. You're going to see how things scale because it's a strategy that's going to work. So what is 10 and 2? In our Warrior Movement Facebook group, in our featured section, you scroll down here, there is a chart here. There is a post that goes through these steps on what it is, how to qualify, how to track it, stuff like that. But 10 and 2 is very simply in 1 month, and it's a personal challenge. This is not a PartnerCo thing. This is a team thing. We're raising our standards. Make it a goal to acquire at least 10 new customers and 2 new business partners in 1 month. Or if you want to do more, you can actually do, who here is more of an enroller? You're a business partner enroller. Like you like to recruit. Some of us are like that. Like, yeah, Dr. Rhodes for sure that. Rebecca, you're like that. Awesome. 12 people enrolled, at least 2 of them being brand partners. When you do that, you're going to make around $500. But then if you keep on duplicating this over 6 months, you keep on doing 10 and 2 every month, and then you help your people do it by leveraging our tools and our strategies, you will see how your pace is going to get to that $10,000 a month level. We have more videos on this. You can do it, but just keep it very, very simple. Okay. And just think about it. 3 a week. Who here feels that it is an okay expectation that if you're focused on just helping transform 3 people's lives a week, 1 every other day, a customer, a partner, who here feels like that could be possible? Right? Like, give me a wave or be like, yeah, yes, in the comments. Like, that's the focus. It's just, Keep the main thing, and duplication is going to happen. Okay. So instead of me blabbering on about this, I wanted to introduce you again to somebody that has really mastered this. Think about this. Dr. Laurette Willis got started, you heard, she officially joined June 1st. Right now it's August 10th. So that is less than 10 weeks ago. You launched at the end of June. So that means we're talking about 6 weeks of launching. And when you say launch your business, what does that mean exactly?
Well, James, it's like what you said, leveraging the tools and the strategies, leveraging what you have. Now, I've been promoting health and wellness the last 25 plus years, and I have never, and I underscore that, never found a system like this that you have, that we have access to for free. I've paid $4,000 to learn some of the things that we're getting for free. And the other stuff that I learned, as my dad would have said, went in one head and out the other. I mean, I did not get it, but I get this. And it was mostly leveraging the system, the machine, people coming to you because of what you're posting, and copy paste, put your voice on it. It works.
Wow. So you just followed everything to the T. You go through the launch plan, you use the boards, you drive them into the machine, all that. Dr. Laurette, so if you look at it, 10 and 2, 5 times means you've personally sponsored at least 50 new customers and at least 10 new partners. I think it's actually more than that as well too, but it's like you have a lot of customers going on. That's crazy. So what have you seen? You go back because you've just been run mode. What's happened in your business like in the last 6 weeks?
I see duplication like huge, huge. It's coming in. My New Yorker is coming out right here. Yeah. And a lot of it, James, I feel, and it's so important, I believe, to be sensitive to people in other companies, because I tell you what, they're looking for something. And we don't have to be, try my stuff, you got to see this, you got to leave what you're doing. No. We love on them. We are just real. And people see, wow, you're really happy and you're doing things, and people are coming, and they see on if you're doing Facebook, if you're doing the machine, they see, oh my goodness, Lindsay has 600 comments on her post. Laurette has over 100 on her what are you doing? And people will come. And so what we're seeing is reaching out to others. They may be in other companies or they may not. They may be customer material. They may not yet not realize it, but they're seeing the before and afters. They're seeing your excitement. They're seeing a welcoming culture and atmosphere. And they say, how can I be a part of this? And we're seeing that duplication happen.
So big. This is the post. So in your day 1 of your launch week, we talk about making this colored block pin post. So just follow in the boards. We have instructions on how to do that. I did see a question earlier. They said my text can't fit in the color block. You do have to change sometimes your font settings in your phone. We have instructions on that in our boards as well too. But this is amazing. 94 comments on this. And it's super, super simple. So you make that post. You're then plugging them in through our message scripts and our boards into the machine. Last I checked, Dr. Laurette, you had over 100 people come into the machine on your personal end. That's phenomenal. And I'm curious, as you've been leveraging this, because you're a presenter, you can close. You've been involved in many businesses and many different types of things, but what have you been seeing even on the business conversion, like how to do business? Because it's one thing to get people started. It's another on how to get them started. So they're coming to you, you're talking to them, and what are you noticing on conversions and stuff? How's that experience?
Oh, you have made it so easy. Lindsay and Cindy, the machine, you and Becky have made it so very simple. Copy and paste, put a little bit more in your voice. And I would say 3-way has been very big for us as well. Three-way doesn't necessarily have to be a phone call, but three-way messenger chat where they can see who are the people in this group. We've brought in it's 117 brand partners, 33 PCs, personal preferred customers, and that is because a lot of over 1/3 of the preferred customers have upgraded to brand partners because they see they get to be more. They get to be more a part of what this warrior movement is about, what these PartnerCo products offer. But I tell you, I've heard for 25 years people talking about the importance of culture, and I have never seen it truly one that resonates with my heart as I have here. We have something so very special.
Okay. And you are a culture carrier yourself, Dr. Laurette, so it's an honor to partner with you. Who here feels that, right? That there is a special culture of honor here. Yeah. There's a culture of integrity, of professionalism. And that really is what you mentioned. Like, we do have amazing products and we do have amazing systems, and all those things matter. But really, and this is something we can all take out there, if you understand what people are looking for more than anything else, they're looking for a place to belong. They're looking for a place to call home. They're looking for a place to get out from the stresses of life. Who here has turned on media recently, the news recently, and did you get stressed? Right? I'm like, oh my gosh. But here people come and they're just like, I feel loved. So carry that in your heart, because I think that really is your secret of recruiting. You share that message, whether it's you actually physically say it or you just carry it in your heart. People feel that. People buy happiness. Thank you for sharing that, and congratulations on that. Okay. So you're leveraging everything. You're starting to go towards 10 and 2. Let's talk about 10 and 2. So you get started. And you hear about this 10 and 2 thing, this strategy. What was your mindset when you first heard about it? And why did you just go for it?
I remember when we first spoke, James, on May 28th, and then I joined on June 1st. One of my first questions was, what's this 10 and 2 thing? I wanted to wrap my mind around it. I wanted to do it because my thought is, if it's offered and it's doable, I can, by the grace of God, do it. I'm excited enough. Do I understand it all here? No. But if I've got to go on the inside, if I can walk by faith and not by sight and say, yeah, if other people can do it, I can too, then I wanted, definitely to do it. You saw that first launch post was June 26th. I have my little board. You asked me to bring my board. Shall I show my board?
Yes.
Okay. Because this is an important key. Who wants to know a secret? Put me in the chat. Do you want to know a secret? Okay, I'm seeing me. I want to chat. Okay, you got to see it, gals. You got to see it, guys. You got to see it. You have to be able to see it for yourself. You get a whiteboard, you get something like that where you can, because if you just say, oh, I'm going to hit 10 and 2 and, bells are going to go off or angels going to fly through the sky with trumpets, it's not going to happen. You have got to see it yourself. And so what you'll see here is I launched on June 26th. The first 10 and 2 was done on June 29th, 3 days following the machine. And then the second was July 11th, July 19th, July 25th, seeing that. But the very first thing that I wrote was, I received 6 figures in 6 months, June through December. I want to see that. I want to see that every day. And then the fifth 10 and 2, and already deciding, okay, I'm going to be doing more. You want to be doing no, and then you keep track of the names. I filled up one board and then erased it, started a new one. Now, what is it that you want to be? What is it that you want to be by PXP? By August 30th of this month, you want to be there. You want to be walking across the stage at that. And so I have that down. And here is a key. If you want to know a key, you get your inner self involved with it. What do I mean? These three simple words, and I want to see this in the chat. It feels so good to be, and then now you fill in the blank. Is it manager? Is it vice president? Is it senior vice president? Is it officer? Is it senior officer? It feels so good to be, and fill in the blank. I want to see it there. I want to actually see those words. It feels so good. Why am I saying that? Laurette, why are you hammering that? Because I want you to get it from out of here into here. When you say, it feels so good to be senior vice president. It feels so good to be officer. It feels so good to be senior. Ooh, it feels so good. Yeah, but I'm not there yet. I'm calling things that be not as though they were. I'm deciding from the inside, I want to know that feeling. And as you feel those things, as you think those things, you know, that power of positive self-talk, and then I want to turn it back to you, but this is so powerful. And I think I've shared this before. This is by a psychologist, Shad Helmstetter, and I keep it up on my wall right here on my bookcase, The Power of Positive Self-Talk, especially when you get your feelings involved. When you change your self-talk, you change what you believe about yourself. When you change what you believe about yourself, you change your attitude. When you change your attitude, you change your feelings. When you change your feelings, you change your actions. When you change your actions, lo and behold, you change your results. So if you want better results, ding, 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 go all the way back to what are you saying to yourself? It feels so good to be. Fill in the blank. It works.
My gosh. Huge congratulations, Dr. Laurette. That was a mic drop right there. Thank you for imparting that on us. And I just love how it's so easy to get busy with things that don't matter. But what I'm so proud of you about, and I'm very personally inspired, is you just keep the main thing the main thing. You've just kept this strategy of 10 and 2 since the very beginning, and you track it. What you track will grow. I'm taking notes on that because I kind of, is anyone else like me, by the way, where you kind of go on rabbit holes, you go on trails, you kind of like, you know, go in different places. So it's hard because she has a lot of duplication. Like you have so many amazing partners coming on board right now that are just like, wow, you know, like you have $10 million producers in your team. You have a lot of stuff that's going on, but despite all of them, they're launching like crazy. Despite all of that, you are still leading from the front. That is the hardest thing to do in our business, which is staying in leadership mode and getting out of management mode. Last question on this. How do you stay there?
Stretching myself, getting out of the fear. When you feel fear, it means you're coming to the edge of your comfort zone. When you feel that fear, see it as an enemy to greatness. See, it's like the world is like, don't go any further. Don't go any further. It's not comfortable out here. And the fear comes up because your brain is trained. I'm also a cognitive behavioral therapist. I work on renewing the mind on the Bible, scriptural things, and then retraining the brain using neuroscience principles. Now you get those two together, it's powerful, but let's look at retraining the brain. The brain is to protect you, right? And so when you're feeling this little anxiety, I'm stepping out. Yeah, I've not been here before. That's when you need to have your goal. That's when you need to see your why, the WHY, the why that makes you cry, the why that makes you fly, whatever it is. That's what I did when I was living in a $175 a month house in Tahlequah, Oklahoma for 8 years. And I just believed, I just had it dropped in my heart for a 3-bedroom home on 40 acres. And I was like, this was 1997 when I first started in network marketing. I was terrified. I was fine talking on stage to people, but one-on-one, and it was before social media. Did we have the machine? No, but I had a dream. So you see that dream, whatever it is, if you're picking up the phone, if you're launching, if you're putting up a post, whatever, and you feel that trepidation, change what you're saying. Ooh, it feels so good to be officer. Ooh, it feels so good to be manager. Ooh, it feels so good to be going to the next level. Oh, this is what the next level feels like, stepping out of my comfort zone. Ooh, this is what it feels like getting stronger. Ooh, this is what it feels. And you're changing, you're rewiring things, and you're stepping out. And then all of a sudden, your comfort zone has expanded a bit. And the next time you do it, it's a little bit easier, and then you come to that next edge of the comfort zone and you'll feel that little bit of fear again. But because you've had that training yourself, Oh, this is what it feels like to get stronger. You're a leader. You're an achiever. You can do it. That's why you are here. This company, network marketing, but PartnerCo in particular, and this team, the Warrior Movement, especially, is personal development with a paycheck. Cash it in by taking those steps.
All right. One last quick question too. There's just too much goodness here. Hey, put one in the comments if you got any nuggets already. Like my mind's already blown. So compare, because you've been involved in network marketing for 25 years, Laurette, and this is an amazing industry. Compared to other experiences, how has your success here been compared to those experiences?
Well, you'll hear me say my famous gracious good afternoon. I can hardly believe it. Wow. Yes. And you know what it is that this environment, yes, the hormone balancing drops, the drops are amazing. The machine is amazing. It's the culture. This is a culture of champions that is attracting champions. And there is so much foundation in this team. I mean, James, you and Becky being in for 13 years, the confidence of that on so many levels, intrinsically and extrinsically, there is so much to the culture and everything that we have here. So people are drawn. And I was speaking with my husband about this, and he was saying, we have never experienced anything like this before, have we? And I said, no, honey, we haven't. This is absolutely amazing. And I mean, I look at the people, the quality of Dr. Jody Ganofsky, and the people that she is attracting, and the people that you are attracting, you who are listening to this, you are a leader, you are an achiever. There are people you can reach that will never reach. So step out of that comfort zone, because I tell you what, the water is fine over here. It's a little cool if you just put your toe in, but you know what? If you jump in, you get that momentary, I'm getting stronger. Glory to God, it's wonderful. And you'll be swimming in no time. It's awesome. Launch out into the deep. Come on, guys, let's go.
Thank you so much, Dr. Laurette. My gosh, mic drops on mic drops, guys. So much to take action on, so much to take notes on. And I mean, Dr. she's super humble. She's already on track to doing, we talk about 6 figures in 6 months. She's like cutting that in half, guys. Like it's crazy what's going on, faster than anything else you're going to see. So my question is, who here is willing to recommit yourself to that personal standard saying, I'm going to do 10 and 2. If that's you, put 10 and 2 in the comments below. I am too. All right, we're personally doing this. I'm the type of person that I hope that I'm always continuing to lead from the front personally. I never want to be out of alignment on that. We just wrapped up our 9th one, I think, and we're going for the next one as well too. So congratulations there. Now, to sweeten the pot a little bit and to give you some strategies to be able to utilize this, I guess I'll save the announcement for the end. We got a couple things to be able to submit by you guys. How do you hit 10 and 2? Well, we have our machines, we have our stuff, but there's also some other unique opportunities happening that you might consider in doing. Number one, we just had a big announcement. Shout out to Ron Moore, who taught me something about this compensation plan I haven't known for 13 years of working with it. But up until yesterday, it was not allowed to have married couples to join with 2 positions. But apparently it has been changed, and you can actually enroll a legally married partner. Like, that's huge. Ron just went ultimate. Congratulations. So what you might consider doing, let me submit a strategy by you guys. I was listening to Cindy and Lindsay this morning. They were training their partner group, and we're after the same thing. Is you might want to consider, who here knows you're going to crush it in your business already? Like, you're going to have a huge organization. You have a lot. It might be wise to consider slotting in your significant other at the very top of your tree somewhere. Now, you might not necessarily build their position yet. Focus on your own first, but you want to put them on the top, get a spot, and just start building under them. Why? You can benefit and essentially get paid double for the same work. Who here wants to double your income with the same work, right? So if you are married, congratulations. You might want to consider that. If you're not married, let's go. And you know, on the side, I'd love to be a matchmaker. So I have not succeeded yet, but one day, one day. So, just kidding. Just look in the chats. You know, whoever's single ready to mingle, just buddy up. No, I'm just kidding. So that's one major thing that can help, because that person could count towards 10 and 2 as well too. Okay. And it is a benefit as soon as possible, because you want them at the very top of your tree. Okay. So you have that. On top of that, another huge thing. I don't remember the last time we did this. Now, this is US and Canada only. So I know that we have our Aussies and Kiwis, but they had this before, actually. But it has just been announced starting today that PartnerCo for the next 20 days is doing a free brand partner enrollment. So that $30 to enroll is waived. Free 99. Who here agrees that the best price to pay is free 99? Okay. So let's give a couple of strategies. This is just Canada and US. Just Canada and United States. Okay. How would I utilize this? What I would do is don't post this flyer all over your social media, by the way. Like, these flyers are not sexy. There's marketing and then there's information. Now, if you already posted it, I mean, can you leave it there if you want, but you might consider taking it down. Why? Because you want to draw curiosity with this. This is an opportunity for you to have a leverage point. So here's some things that you might consider doing. Okay. Well, I just took this from Cindy and Lindsay, but you can do a simple color block post on your Facebook and something kind of hypey, something exciting, right? So I took this page from their book, and they imagine you make a color block that says something like, "I can't believe what just happened." And you point down. If you saw that, what might you say, by the way? If you saw someone make that post, wouldn't you be like, "What happened?" So, yeah, exactly, right? So as you point down, then in the comments, you can leave a little bit more information. Right? So I made this post. I said, if you've been watching this, we've just launched a free enrollment to partner. You can get the discount to make some money. Like, whatever you want to explain. But it's really, the goal is to pique curiosity so you can start conversations. Remember, all business is conversation. So just find other ways to create conversation. And remember, as we talked about in our launch week, as you make these posts, if you want to drive more traffic, who here wants more people and more eyeballs looking at your post? The way to do it, yeah, is do the engagement sandwich. So before you make a post, go on 10 of your friends' feeds and like and comment. Be a friend, be social on social media. Go figure, right? Go on 10 people's stories, those bubbles at the very top, engage with them, post, and then afterwards do the same thing, 10 and 10 more. Why? When you engage with other people, Facebook pushes your stuff to them because they say, "Hey, they're actual friends." So start to go through your friends list and just start conversations on that. This way you'll get even better engagement on that. Okay. So keep this in your back pocket as just an excuse to be able to talk to people. Here's another tip that you might have. Who here, by the way, has already gotten at least one customer in your PartnerCo business? Put a 1 in the comments. Customer, at least 1. Okay. Yeah. Congrats. You know what this means? Everyone is making money here. How awesome is that? You know, there's some other businesses and companies, they would never dare ask that question publicly because it'll just be a couple of people and everyone else is crickets, right? So here, if you follow the systems, you're going to make money. Don't worry, you're going to be fine. You can go back and you can make a list of customers and you can follow up with them. Okay. How would I follow up with my customers? Here's a practical tip. One of the easiest ways to convert is if you're in our boards, you get this on day 5 in our launch system, under message scripts, under drops pipeline, there's a simple conversion script. So on the bottom, we talk about week 0, week 1, 2, 3. This is our follow-up script. So for example, when someone's brand new as a customer, you send this message and it gets them connected to our groups, our communities, and support material. From there, you follow up. The fortune is in the follow up. So service your customer, and you don't have to be a health coach. You just have to like check on them. Hey, James, how are you doing on the drops? Simple. And they're going to tell you something. Usually it's going to be good. If they have questions, they're going to help. But if it's a good thing, then what you can do is you can do a conversion script. This is one of the simplest ways to be able to flip people and get them to upgrade to become a partner and buy more product. By the way, what you would definitely want to do to leverage this free enrollment is not just get in for people for free. Who here actually wants to get paid when someone joins your business, right? So what you don't want to do is go out and wave to the world, guys, join my business, it's free. Well, a lot of people are going to come in for free and they don't buy anything. You don't make any money. They don't do anything. So you don't want to just like advertise as free. You want to couple it with something. So when you use this conversion script and you're like, hey, congrats, James. I know you're already down 37 pounds. Is that right, James? I think 37 pounds or something on the drops, like legitimately. So I know you're going to need more basically. There's a way to get them at my cost or even for free. Would you be interested in learning more? You can do this the first week. Did you hear what Laurette said? She said that 1/3 of her customers upgraded to become partners. And she's only been involved for 6 weeks. So what that means is a lot of her customers in their first week or two are upgrading. So this does not have to be like they have to lose 100,000 pounds, right? Like they just feel good. They're excited because they're anticipating more to happen. So what you might do is use this script. And then, you know what I would say? There's another script that actually talks about how to do this. I won't read through this. But like, James, guess what? Typically to partner, there's a membership fee. Right now, it's free. So you can get the discounts and you can get this product at a good cost. And I'll use a script like this. Would that interest you? And James will be like, yeah, I love the product. I want to use it anyway. Let's go. So make a list of your customers and start conversations with them and know that you can leverage this opportunity to partner for free and get the product at a discount. But I'd encourage them to use more products as well too. Okay. Is that helpful? Give me a wave or put a yes in the comments, just things to consider, right? Don't get, there's so many different methods and strategies. So don't get, if it helps, use it. If it doesn't, don't worry about that. So that's with the free enrollment. So take advantage of that. Just know it's an ace in your sleeve. It's another way to be able to convert things. Okay. But let me add one more thing to the mix. Let's go back to this 10 and 2 thing. Our mission as an organization, we are at a place right now where this organization is exploding. If you have been looking in any of our groups, does anyone get a little bit overwhelmed looking in our Facebook groups, by the way? Like in a positive way? Like I open it, it's this flood of goodness. It's like there's so much good news. And I'm the type, I don't know about you, I like engaging and encouraging. And I'm like, my fingers are getting tired because there's so many. I can't keep up. I literally can't keep up with you guys. You're crazy in good ways, right? So we're in a place now where we're in a fun shift. This team, this organization, our commitment is building the best culture on the planet, equip you with the best tools on the planet, give you in a place that you can call home and just continue to help transform other people's lives. And we're seeing an uptick right now. It is a fingers exercise. I'm going to have a buff thumb. Next time when you see me at PXP, I'm going to have like a 6-pack on my thumb, you know? We're driving towards an event. Think about this. I was chatting with Lindsay Yoakum yesterday, and she's like, guys, can you believe what's happening right now? Like, I just can't keep up. And you know what she reminded me of was this. Number one, we have not yet even been to our PXP yet. If you've been involved in network marketing ever before, you know the value of conventions. Leaders go to events. Leaders are born at events. You got to be at this party. Who here has your ticket, by the way? Put a me in the comments. And if you don't yet, we do have our hands on some black market tickets, by the way. You need to be here. September 20th to 22nd, 2,000 people come in. We have people flying in from Australia. Lucia's on this line, our vice president. She's flying from New Zealand for just 3 days. And then she's flying back, right? So you got to be here. You got to be where the energy is. You got to be where the momentum is. You got to touch and feel and see the things. There's so much happening. Oh my gosh. I just heard, by the way. Oh, can I say this? Who here would love to win a free vacation from PartnerCo? Would that be cool? I just heard for the first time how to win it and where we're going. And I'm going to tell you this, and I'm like on the events committee, and I love trips. I want you to trip with us, right? Getting a dream vacation is one thing. Earning it for free 99 is another thing. Like, wow, it doesn't matter how much money you have, free vacation. You know, we're going to launch that at PXP. There's so many things. You're going to walk out of PXP. If you're excited now, it will be, not even conservatively, 10 times more excited. Like, seriously, you might be like, Dr. Let's probably like, man, I'm already excited. No, you don't know. Like, seriously, it's going to be nuts. And that excitement is important because that's going to fuel you into the next place. You got to be where the energy is. You got to be where that place is. To do whatever it takes. If that's on your heart to be with us, we do have some tickets. At the highest price, there are 161. Right now, they're just 129 until tickets last, which is not bad. I was talking with the Harpers. They said, guys, our tickets from other conventions were $300+. This is cheap. This is nothing, right? But figure it out. I'm curious, who here is willing, if you have not yet gotten your ticket, but you're like, I'm going to be there. Like, I love to see in the chat, put PXP in the chat. If you're like, yeah, I don't have it yet, but I'm going to be there. Like, I want to be there. Like, talk to your mentors, talk to your coaches, flag us down ASAP so we can get that ticket into your hand ASAP. Let's go. Come on. Decision comes first. The way will appear afterwards. Okay. So you want to be at PXP. But I was chatting with Lindsay. I'm like, we're not even there yet. You know, another thing that's crazy. Do you guys realize that in North America, we are in summertime? And did you know that summer in network marketing, Harper's, correct me if I'm wrong, summer is known to be the slowest season in network marketing. Did you guys know that? Because kids are out of school and vacations are happening and people are doing their thing. Every single week has been record breaking in this organization. Every single week. It's like there's no summer. So if we're breaking records already in summer, when it's supposed to be not a busy time, can you imagine when it's not summer and it's pretty much out of that? Kids are going back into school now, aren't they? Vacations are ending. It's like it's that season right now. And then winter's crazy. Man, we already have Black Friday deals, by the way. I can't wait. Like, there's a lot of stuff. All right. Okay. I need to shut up. So, Dr. Laurette, you have to stop me from talking. I might like slip something and I'll get in trouble. Okay. So how do you take advantage of this? This is what I know. Focus on the strategy of 10 and 2. But like what Dr. Laurette said, this business is a compensation plan wrapped around personal development. How do you take advantage of it? Grow you to the next level. Grow you to the next level. That's always the answer. Who must I become in order to achieve the dreams that I want? And here's a hack. Can I give you a secret? This is what I've done. This is what I did. I was 19 years old. I was broke. I was shy. I couldn't even order food at a restaurant myself. And I said, can I really do this? Maybe that's where you're thinking right now. Can I really do this? And then I learned this stat. Did you know that if you're around mentors, your odds of success increase by 500%, 5 times. So I started to realize I need to grow in proximity around those I want to be like. So how do I find ways to get in the room? How do I find ways to surround myself around others? What's great about this business is, like what Dr. Laurette said, in most other areas, you have to pay to get in the room, like a lot of money. In this business, you kind of earn your way into rooms by making money. Who here loves it that when we make money, you actually make more money? Like, what? So I want to bring the best to the table. And we have had the opportunity being here for 13 years and being very blessed to just build relationships. That's why in this team, it's wise that you reach out to your fellow partners and friends, even if they're not in your success line. Just befriend people. You never know what you need to happen. So over the years, we've collected a number and nurtured amazing relationships because I want to grow. Okay. I'm a student always. And what I want to do is this. When you go 10 and 2, you have the access and the ability to also join what we call the mastermind. Okay, so we need higher level training. All the training we have. Who here, you don't have to say yes if you don't agree. Who here can already honestly say that the training you receive here is like really good, right? Throw something in the chat. If you're like, it works. It's stuff that actually it's on point. Because we have amazing trainers from everywhere. We're collaborating together. So if this was the starter training, can you imagine what the next level training is? Like, this is basics, right? This is like just fundamentals. When you go 10 and 2, we actually put you on our Hall of Fame, but there's actually a button where you can join our mastermind group. And here I have made a commitment to bring in more value. This is where we talk about 6-figure plus training. This is where we talk about a lot of tactics that we just don't have time to talk about today. So I've made some phone calls to some good friends of mine, people that I consider mentors, people that I want to glean from, people that I want to learn from. And I'm going to be introducing these special people to the mastermind, where you can both learn and actually connect with them. Do you want to know some of the friends that I'm calling in for this, by the way? Like, who here wants to know? Who's going to be into this? Okay. Already, starting not this Monday, but the following Monday, 10 days from now, we have up some amazing people like Dr. Crystal Vance. That's going to be training us on how she's grown a business that has exploded. She built a Facebook group. She's not only just in her videos, she's not an amazing chiropractor in the face of the drops, basically. Everyone here has made money from Dr. Crystal, by the way. Like, thank God for Dr. Crystal. She's amazing, right? But she's also an incredible entrepreneur. She grew a Facebook page from 300 to 30,000+ of customers. You want 30,000 customers in your organization, right? Like, wow. She's going to be training us, and she's super, super exciting. How about Greg and Lanika Scott, who in their previous company made $4D million in 10 years in network marketing? 4D. I mean, what? What is that? Amazing ministers, amazing leaders, just salt of the earth, incredible leaders of leaders. So how about learning some tips from them? Amazing. How about Mr. Todd Rowland, who is number 3 power ranker in the world right now, who is the head of North America, essentially, who in his previous ventures, he was making 250 grand a month in a business like this. He knows how momentum works. He's like, seriously, if he weren't here, we wouldn't be here. Like, he is such a fundamental part. These are all cross-line friends to ours. We're family now. But how about getting coached by Coach himself like that? And how about number 2 power ranker in the world, Mr. Brent Palmer, leader of leaders, coach of coaches. These guys are all 8-figure earners. These guys are the best of the best, not just in PartnerCo, but any type of leader around the world. You know, Brent Palmer was the person that coined the phrase blurring the lines of sponsorship. He's a culture curator. And without him, we would not have the beautiful culture we have in PartnerCo. So I just bring this up because How much money would people pay to be in that type of a room, by the way? What do we need to do? All you need to do is go 10 and 2. Starting 10 days from now, we're going to start introducing you to those amazing people. Okay. It's going to be tailored to the group. You're going to have, you know, some back and forth. It's going to be very much so. And I'm going to teach you how to implement it, by the way, not just how to learn and get cool teachings, but how do we put it into action? How does this affect your paycheck? Okay. Who here would love to be in these rooms with us? Put a me in the comments if that's the case. This is open for everyone. We love to welcome you. So here's my challenge to you. If you're not 10 and 2 yet, got 10 days on the clock. August 19th is our first 10 and 2 mastermind where we're going to have Dr. Crystal. Monday, we're not doing a mastermind. Monday, I'm actually going to be on the corporate call. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to talk about leadership mistakes that cost me millions. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be fun. But 10 days. You can do it in 10 days. Dr. Laurette did it in 3 days since decision mode, right? Number 2, if you're already in the mastermind, because once you're in, I want to challenge you too. Don't rest on your laurels like Dr. Laurette did. I challenge you to also do 10 and 2 in 10 days too. Shouldn't it be easier for us? Well, I want you in the room, but I want to do the do with them, right? I'm going to challenge myself to do that. So I'm challenging the entire organization to do 10 and 2 in the next 10 days. And guess what? Hey, if you miss it, you can do it in 3 weeks and you'll still be in it at some point, right? But aim for 10 and 2 in 10. If you're with me on that, put a 10 in the comments below. And I'm telling you, it's going to change your life. You're going to see how fun this business comes on. It'll be scary. I know Adrian's like, oh my God, really? What's happening? No, it's going to be good. It's simple. Just make the decision, commit to the plans, leverage all the amazing things we have, and let's go. Let's grow. All right, everyone. On that, babe, did I miss anything? Let me know. You want to add anything here?
Yeah, just a quick summary of just logistics. In the pinned featured section in the Warrior Movement Facebook group, that's where all the important announcements are found. So if you're like, how exactly do I go 10 and 2? What are the rules? How do I track it? What are the details? Is there a requirement for customers in terms of minimum product purchase? All of that in the caption. So make sure you just read through them. And there's step-by-step on what you need to know. Because if you don't know the rules, it's hard to play the game, right? So know the rules first. And the way you play the game and actually achieve this is to follow the launch plan. Like everything is super simple. Sometimes I think in business, we overcomplicate things. We literally are, because there's so much information out there, right? You can learn a lot. I mean, if you go to the Warrior Movement YouTube channel, there's like hundreds of trainings. Like it could get really overwhelming. But the best way to start, I saw a comment in the chat where someone's like, oh, there's so many groups, like I'm a little confused, right? And that is because we just have to keep focused on one thing, because when something's new, you're not familiar yet, focus on just one thing, because simple duplicates. When it's too complicated, when there's 10 different things that you have to do, a confused mind would do nothing. So start with literally the first step is go to your onboarding links, go through them step by step. And if you've already gone through them, go back to them. Maybe you missed some details, right? Because most of our questions are able to be answered there. And then go through the 7-day launch plan, focus again on the details. And that's going to help you wrap up 10 and 2. So I just want to say that and get people organized and oriented. And we really make everything so accessible because we want you to have a life in this business. We don't want you to be glued. I know we're all excited, but we don't want you to feel like you need to sacrifice family time and you have to be on the phone 24/7. And we want you to be able to build a life because of the lifestyle is what's attractive. Right? Nobody wants to join, even if you're making a lot of money in the business. If you have no life, you have no time with your kids, you can't travel, like people are not going to want to do it. Right? And so that's why we're so big on making things accessible and keeping things organized and keeping things simple. So then you can duplicate it in your team. And when things duplicate, that's when you can see. And that's the beautiful part about network marketing. It's pure leverage. You don't have to be the only one getting customers. When you hear Dr. Laurette talking about the reason she's had more success in the last 6 weeks in her entire network marketing career, 25 years, it's because she has a team that's duplicating, and because she's so obsessed about just one simple focus: getting people launched correctly, onboarded correctly, and keeping people focused on 10 and 2. That's it, right? Don't get into the weeds of like, how exactly does the compound work? What exactly is this ingredient on this product in particular? You can look at it, but it's not part of the system, right? So don't get your team confused either, right? So that's the big thing and big focus. And all of our training is, I saw a lot of people watching on the Facebook group today. Also, we have it on our Warrior Movement YouTube. Those are all, again, linked in the links page in your initial onboarding. So you won't miss any training, right? So if time doesn't work out, or if you're out and about and you can't really, take notes, you need to review some things, all of the information is out there for you to access. We also have, of course, our support chat. So if you ever need anything, the whole team is there to help you. There's no reason to say.
Thanks.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. Thanks, babe. Hey, who here loves my amazing wife? She makes everything pretty and organized for us. I just saw. Thank you, babe. If I got a question. If you want your PXP ticket, talk to your mentors after this. Grab your ticket. Be sure to join with us. And if you have teammates that didn't make this, here's teammates you're like, they needed to see this today. Share this, promote this. Be sure to watch this. And other than that, let's go. All right, everyone. 10 and 2. Let's crush it.